There are many different types of operating systems. For example, desktop, server, and mobile operating system. Many of the first operating systems that we used in past, they were device dependent and proprietary, which means that they will run on only the specific type of the computer or the specific model of the mobile device. And those proprietary softwares are privately owned and they are limited to the specific vendors or the computer device model. For example, Apple of soft or iOS is only for the Apple devices. Uh, so we have the desktop operating system, the server operating system, and the mobile operating system. In desktop, we have Windows, we have Mac OS, we have Unix, Linux, and Chrome OS. And in server operating system, we have Windows Server, Mac OS Server, Unix, and Linux. And because you all are using mobile phones, so you might know about the softwares and the operating system software that is, and Google is giving you Android, and Apple is giving you iOS. And then we have the Windows Mobile Edition as well. Okay, the as we have discussed about the proprietary software, the trend, however, is now changed. The companies do not make proprietary software. They usually want to make device independent operating systems that will run on any sort of computer mobile device provided by a variety of manufacturers. Now, the advantage of device independent operating system is that you can retain existing applications and data file even if you change your mobile phone. Nothing will be lost. You don't have to change everything. Your applications will be there, your data files will be there. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's explore all of these operating systems one by one. The first type of operating system is a desktop operating system, which is a complete operating system that works on desktops, laptops, and some of the tablets as well. So these desktop operating systems are the stand-alone operating systems. They are complete in all respects, so they don't need anything else. They don't depend on anyone. Desktop operating systems are also known as client operating systems because they work alone, stand alone in conjunction with a server operating system. So the computers that you are using in your labs, they are the clients. The computers that you use at your home, they are also a client, but they don't have any server while you are working at home usually. At universities, at organizations, the systems that you work with, they are client operating systems which can operate with or without a network. Okay, the other examples of the desktop operating systems are Windows, Mac OS, Unix, Linux, and Chrome OS. So all of these are the desktop operating systems. That is, they can be installed on a desktop. These are some of the features of Windows. Windows use tiles to access apps. All of you bulki majority of you might have the Windows operating system, so you definitely know about the features of it. So you have the tiles to access apps, for example, my computer, recycle bin, my documents, etc. It also includes a desktop interface. It has the input via touch, mouse, and keyboard. Email app is there, calendar app is there, browser is included in it. There is app for photos, files, and settings, and you can sync them with OneDrive storage, and you can enhance storage security through antivirus program, firewall, and automatic updates are there in the Windows operating system. And Windows stores offer additional applications for purchase as well. So this is the layout or the graphical user interface of a desktop operating system. So it keeps on changing, with every new release, it keeps on changing. Okay, then we have the Macintosh operating system or the Mac iOS, which has earned a reputation for its ease of use. So you can see the Mac OS in the desktop operating systems plus in the mobile phones as well. So it was released in 1984 and has earned a lot of reputation because it is easy to use if you are a novice user. So it is a multitasking operating system which is available for computers manufactured by Apple only. So means Mac OS is to be installed on the devices of Apple only. So features of this Mac OS include, uh, there's a mail app, there's a you can see the calendar, contacts, and there are some other items that you can sync with iCloud server. You can play games on it. It has built-in Facebook and Twitter support, and there are many more things that you can use. So it also provides access to some additional apps and much more to do with it. Okay, then we have Unix and Linux operating systems. Unix is a multitasking operating system developed in the early 1970s by Bell Labs, Bell Laboratories. So it was the commercial operating system at that time, but it was made. Its source code was licensed to many other hardware and software companies so that they can customize it on their own for their own devices and applications. And as a result, several versions of this Unix operating system came with slightly different features or capabilities. So today, the version that we are using of Unix is available for most computers of all the sizes, different various sizes. Some versions of Unix, they may have a command line interface, and most versions of Unix offer a graphical user interface as well because it is easier to use. We have power users who often work with Unix operating system because, as we discussed in chapter 1, power users, they have to work with heavy duty softwares, so they often work with Unix because Unix gives the flexibility of working and capabilities, and then industries usually work with this Unix operating system. Then this Unix became the trademark for many companies. Then Linux was introduced later on in 1991. It is also a popular multitasking Unix-based operating system, which means that this Linux is based on Unix. As I told you earlier, there many companies were given Unix and to make their own operating systems compatible with their hardwares and drives on their own devices. So Linux was then introduced. It was based on this Unix operating system. It works on variety of personal computers. You can see it is installed on the servers as well, and some of the devices as well. So in addition to the basic operating system, this Linux also includes many free tools and programming languages. So Linux is not proprietary software like the other operating systems. Instead, it is a free, and it is an open source software, which means its code is provided for use, modification, and redistribution. So you can contribute to its development. So we have many people who donate time to fix, to change, and to modify and redistribute Linux to make it the most popular Unix-based operating system. So this Linux is actually Unix-based. So it is available in variety of forms and distributions because it is open source, and so it is available for people to make changes. So some distributions of Linux are command line, some are GUI based, and some companies makes software that runs on their own distribution of Linux as well. And there are many application programs, tools that have this Linux distributions, and you may get a different version of Linux in for your use in a different way. Then we have Chrome operating system. It is introduced by Linux. It is also a it is introduced by Google. It is also a Linux-based operating system which is designed to work primarily with the web apps. Apps that are available through Chrome Web Store can be used on it, and the data is stored on the Google Drive. The only apps typically installed on the computer are because it is supported by Chrome, Google, so it will have a Chrome browser, it will have a Google Drive, it will have a media player and it has a file manager as well. So it also has a specialized laptop that runs Chromebook, and it is known as a which runs Chrome OS, is known as a Chromebook, and a specialized desktop that runs Chrome OS is known as a Chromebox. So Chromebooks and Chromeboxes, they typically use SSDs for internal storage, and you can also run Chrome OS as a virtual machine on your own system that you currently have. So because computers that run Chrome operating system work mostly with web apps, so they do not require that much internal storage and that much heavy duty operating system. So their startup and shutdown time is considerably less than other desktop operating systems because Chrome OS uses a very streamlined startup procedure, so it will not take too much space. Then we have server operating systems. As the name indicates, they are installed on the servers. So the server operating system is a multi-user operating system, means that multiple users can be connected to it on a network. So this server operating system will organize and will coordinate the various clients that are connected to it and how they can access the resources on a network and how they can use various hardware software resources on the network. So client computers that are connected on the network, they will rely upon the server, they will depend upon the server for every single resource access. So the desktop systems that we have seen, they are the clients and they will work with a server operating system. So desktop operating system, they may include networking capability, but the server operating system is specifically designed to support all sizes of networks. The server operating system can be for a small size organization, it can be for a medium size to large size business organization and web servers. So, as we already discussed, server operating systems can be are developed in such a way that they can remain on. We can let them on for 24 by 7 without the turning off the power. So server operating systems can handle high number of transactions. They can support large number of clients and they can support large number of communications and they enhance the security. They have the backup capabilities as well. So these are the examples of server operating systems. We have a Windows server developed by Microsoft. This Windows Server operating system, it enables organizations to manage applications and websites on the cloud. Then we have OS X Server, which is as the name indicates developed by developed by Apple. It enables organizations to collaborate, share files, host websites, etc. All the things that they can do. Then we have Unix, which is also a server operating system. Yeah. It is capable of handling high volume of transactions in a multi-user environment and can work with multiple processors, multiple clients. So Unix is used on usually web servers. Then we have Linux. Linux provides a very secure, stable, multi-user environment because it has been developed by contribute. Many people have contributed toward this development, so it is a very secure operating system. So it is often used on web servers and on supercomputers. This Linux is being used. Then we have the mobile operating systems. We all are familiar with the mobile operating systems. The operating system on mobile devices and many consumer electronics are the mobile operating system, and it resides on firmware. So the popular mobile operating systems are Android. Then we have iOS specifically for Apple devices, and then we have the Windows Phone, which is also specifically for Windows devices. These mobile operating systems typically include uh, some common applications. You know about them. We have calendar application, we have contacts management, text management, email application, we have touch screens, digital navigation, and they have a browser, and they can connect to Wi-Fi, that is having the wireless connectivity. They have Bluetooth. So these are all the features of these mobile operating systems. We are daily using them, so we know about it. Android is another famous mobile operating system. It is an open source based on Linux and designed by Google for smartphones and tablets. A variety of manufacturers produce various devices that will run the Android operating system, and every company, every manufacturing company, they add their own interface. That's why you see, if you have an Android phone by Samsung, they will have a different interface, and if you have an Android phone by some other company, it will have a different interface. So Android operating systems add their own interface and some other bundle softwares. So Android smartphone manufacturers, they give various different they give different interface, but the features are usually the same. So the features that are the same are the Google Play App Store, which provides you access to various apps. Then you have the Google Drive, which will provide you access to email, contacts, calendar, photos, etc. Then these Android operating systems, they these devices have the face recognition or fingerprint scanner. Uh, then there's a contacts management system in there. Then speech output, then voice recognition is there, etc. So there are lots of things that you see. Then games are there as well. iOS is developed by Apple. It is a proprietary mobile operating system specifically made for only the Apple mobile devices. So it is the supported devices include all the Apple devices: iPhone, iPod Touch, iPad. The features unique to these various devices are Siri, which is a voice recognition app. Then you have Safari, which is a browser, and it gives you the Apple Store, gives you lots of different applications and then you have iCloud, which you can use to sync your contacts, calendar, mail, etc. Then you have iTunes and lots of other things you if you go and explore it. Then we have Windows operating system. Windows Phone is developed by Microsoft. It's also a proprietary mobile operating system that runs on some smartphones. So this Windows Phone has the some of the features like syncing of photos, files, and settings on the OneDrive. So you can use your phone as a remote control for your television as well, and you can access a global catalog of music, and there are many other applications with it. So this concludes our chapter. We have seen various different operating systems and the variety of desktop and mobile operating systems. So whether you are purchasing a computer or a mobile device, the choice of an operating system is very important, and it plays a very important role. So you have to decide which operating system you can work on, and then you will go and then you will buy the mobile or computer device. We also have, apart from all these, we have embedded computers which use embedded operating systems, which is also known as real-time operating system. For example, we have ATM machine, digital cameras, etc., which use this embedded operating system. Thank you so much, everyone.